Hello everyone, Darren at Leviathan here again with from the oh jeez, hang on. Yep. From the trading floor. So can you also so actually still trading. Oh, you're gonna have to bear with me a second. So can I get the definitely the long June double 66 risky. He wants both of them, he said. Can I get both the riskies? Oh, so the March. So red March, long June. Same deets. Uh, we did that covered tens, yeah? So March 8. What was the market again? 1 off, 2, and June was. What was the long June again? Right. Anyway, sorry everyone. I'm back with you now, having actually done some work. Anyway, let's have a quick look around at before I said this morning we're going to look at Nvidia, which we will do so. As you can see here, there is a chart of Nvidia at the moment, and as one of the highlights of the week will be their earnings. We're going to look at a bullish and bearish case and run you and show you through the system as to what the best trade to do is. Anyway, but a quick scout across the markets. So we started off a bit bearish this morning on the back of comments by President Trump over the weekend. Then turned around and was more positive on reports coming out of Iran that the concessions would be made and the US agree with them, only to see it all just blown away around midday today when he told the Post that he is not open to any concessions for Tehran after receiving the latest disappointing Iranian response on peace talk deals. So it looks likely that Sulsu recently said it goes additional American strikes Iran is not a question of whether but of when via Israeli news. So yeah. Um, Stocks are down. You see the S&P is down around 45 or 0.6%. The AI index. But for us, we've got crude up again. Now not far short of the highs at $3.30 on WTI version, and the bonds and rates are retreating once again. 10-year trading 109.02 now, not too far off the 108.30 overnight low. East SOFA back trading 13R14, increasing the chances of a hike by the end of the year. But we will stay away from the war news to have a quick look at Nvidia. We'll shift pages. Right, so this is our system here. I'm going to show you how we do it. So that if you ever feel the need, and by the way, go to www.leviathanfm.com. You will see at the moment, at least, you can nab a free membership, which will not be the case for much longer. And if anyone does get in now, you will be legacy, so that's how you will remain. But anyway, let's have a look at how it works and what you can do with it. So here, I'm just going to duplicate the one I did like a little bit ago. One of the things to reiterate, we are not looking for the day trade. We're not. I do not put out like uh, day option plays, not all the time anyway, just because it's about your risk versus reward. You know what? If you are doing single day options, it's very binary. You win or you lose. You might as well just go to the racetrack, place a bet, uh, because you're doing the same thing. We are trying to capture trends. So we will look at if you are bullish of Nvidia, it doesn't really matter what the actual results are. The earnings will confirm your view and trend, but it could quite easily go down on good numbers when it comes out and then resume its trend afterwards. If you're doing just short-term plays, you're going to get taken out even though your overall view may have been correct. So I like to look at longer dated stuff. Now, a system you could go obviously a lot shorter and go anytime. You can look at June expiration. But for our purposes, I wanted to look at year end because I wanted to give us a chance of actually winning. And so looking at Nvidia, God, where'd it go? 26. So here. So here you just bring it up, type in your target price. In ours, it was 265, which we'll have a look at the chart. And I want to make money like 4% up and 3% down. So basically, there is my range that the system will look at. So from basically 259 to 275. And then basically you can change the amount of days till now. We do not take any trades to expiration because you are not likely to either. So we look at how this trade moves from now through to about a week to go. Yes. And then just hit accept. And it's going to run it here. This is exactly the same ones we ran here. And this is a result. Now, you're going to have some funky stuff come up because it will pick out whatever ratio it thinks is the best because it's going through about a billion different iterations here. But what we can do is vanilla, which will basically cut this down to what is the most basic strategies. Hang on 1 second. Sorry. No, hang on. 55.70, get him. All right, hang on. Oh, what strikes do you want? 55.60? No. Anyway, yeah, no, so it's not the right one. Anyway, sorry about that, everyone. We're just doing quotes. Anyway, so going on the upside where we are targeting 265, and the reason for that is I'm going to just change it back. Right, we have to sort out Kev's computer. Right, you heard what's up. It's a red dream 5560 put 1x2, not risky. He wanted. Anyway, oh, sorry about this, everyone. Anyway, so looking at the, let's see, one thing we'll do here. Just a continuation of this trend line from here. Could see us move up to this area here, which is around 265. That's why I picked it. This looks like the path of least resistance. It is where I would expect it to go. It's not too much further from where we are now. So what could we see? Is there stuff that is that you could do? And yes, there is. And we'll just go back to the big boy report now. And going pure vanilla, straightforward, is this one here, the December 45, 65, 85 call fly. 5x your money if you're right. Now, we look at also the equidistant equivalent fly. So this is looking at the same percentage out the money fly. We'll look how that fits afterwards. You don't need to see the underlying chart. But the heat map looks good. It won't necessarily monetize as quick for you as some of the other trades on the upside. It's more of a sweeter spot, like be there in like in like a month or so. That's where you're going to see or 2 months rather. That's where you're going to see the real value of this fly kick in. You are going to make money on it, but it's going to be a later on where with like really kind of like November time. If you are there, that is the trade to do. It is also very cheap. This is that fly equivalent chart. Looking back at the same distance to fly, it's got down here like here in the past is obviously looking good for a rip higher, at least to the point where you will be on side in this trade. Once you get on side, you can put a stop in at where you entered it so that it is never going to lose you money. I think this is a good bet trade. I like it. So, yeah. So for upside plays, call fly around 270 middle, 255, 75, 85. It's one I like. 500% return for you if you can hold on to it. Then we also looked at downside. The downside was targeting 185. Now, the initial trays our system pulled up with similar parameters. So this one is looking at this one's a lot shorter term. This one was looking at June expiration. Was there stuff to put on? Yes, but I would avoid the 1x2 put spreads because of risk. On this shorter term trade, we need to stop that shit. Can you get into his computer? Need to make sure that goes off when he fucking locks it. Anyway, sorry about that, everyone. Downside plays. This put spread for June. A lot shorter term. A lot of you guys may prefer this purely because it is a lot shorter dated and is going to monetize a lot quicker. But a 182, 194 put spread, getting in there. Let's go back to big boy here. Getting in around $2.80, $2.75, give or take. That is the trade that we like here. So we'll go back to vanilla here. Sorry, at one. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one there. $1.25, $1.34 after costs, and holding that and getting out $7.50 ish. If you are correct, it just monetizes pretty quick. Value wise, it's ranked in its 29th percentile, so it's relatively cheap. But as you can see here, we'll monetize quicker on the downside if you're right. A break below $2 and you're really kicking it in. And more importantly, you don't lose that much on the upside. You might lose 40 cents or something, but can get out if you're wrong. So there you go, 182.94 put spread for the downside, and just going back. Tyler, can you do right? And then for the upside, again, we will look at the 255, 270, 285 call fly for the upside. That is what we like to do. And that's it. Anyway, sorry for the very interrupted end of day report for you there, or lunchtime report. But anyway, those are the two trades. That is the news. As always, better be lucky than be good. So to all of you out there, best of luck.